Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty and welcome to Stanford Stadium as we have a big time matchup today. Number 3 Washington State, undefeated entering today's game, will be taking on Stanford. This game will go a long way in terms of deciding who will be playing in the Pac-12 championship and representing the Pac-12 North. Stanford is a very talented team, but this is probably one of their most down teams we've seen in recent years from them. But first down and 10 for Hicks. He'll throw quickly to the right side for Jordan, and Jacob Jordan has 9 yards, close to the first down line. Second down and 1. It's now Hicks on the read option. He keeps it and goes past the 40-yard line, a gain of 6. Stanford is one of the best running backs in all of the country, going from Christian McCaffrey, who graduated, now to Matt Bennett, who is incredibly talented and will have to slow him down if we want to win today's game. A sack in Stanford's first drive, and now Avery Burgess on the run looking for a face mask call, and that's what he'll get, so tack on some extra yardage to his run. We have the ball at the 31-yard line, now going with a counter play. It's Burgess, makes a nice move to make a defender miss and has a first down. Melvin Hall gets motion into the backfield, running the triple option. Pitch gets outside to Avery Burgess. He bounces off a tackler, now falls backwards and ends up as a loss of 5, so a lot of work for that loss. Now third down and 13, and Tony Gaines misses Melvin Hall, who had broken free and was open on a corner route. A big time upset as Middle Tennessee State defeats Washington, who had gotten off to a good start this year. That's a big loss for Washington, but does not count in the Pac-12 standings. So now a throw to the outside for Charles. He has it to the 45-yard line, a 19-yard reception. From the shotgun, Hicks throws. He's got his tight end Vaughn. Next in line of the very talented group of Stanford tight ends they've had over the last few years. And now it's Matt Bennett on the carry. He's down to the 30-yard line, a 13-yard run. Second down and 8 for Stanford. Hicks will dump it down to the right side for Robinson, and Leo Robinson has the first down. This will be the third year we've seen him play. He's definitely advanced his skills and is now a very talented player and the number 1 receiver for the Stanford offense. But Hicks goes all the way, 18 yards. What a run, and now Stanford has a 7-3 lead. Xavier Clark fumbles and then picks it back up, and he will be brought down to the 10-yard line, so a huge mistake. First down and 10 will run the read option. Gaines cuts back towards the middle of the field and makes the man miss and gets a first down. So second down and 10. Now it's Gaines once again on the read option, as Stanford has decided to maybe play him and not allow Avery Burgess to get the football. A bubble screen to the outside for Lorenzo McKenzie on third down and 4, and he somehow gets away from all of the defenders and has 7 yards and the first down. Drop back and throw. It goes to Wiley, but he's short of the first down line, so Stanford will take back over. It's Hicks as Dixon can't bring him down, and it's Cole who tackles him, but it looks like he got a little bit of the face mask, and it's another face mask in today's game, already a few so far. Third down and 9, looking to set up a screen pass. It's covered perfectly, and Hicks will go down once again. It's Luke Harris and on the sack. Third down and 6. Gaines is hit as he throws, and it goes nowhere, so a 3-and-out for our offense, and Stanford gets the ball right back. We're into the second quarter, 5 minutes left, as it's Charles on the reception as he has 8 yards. A split backfield now, read option for Hicks, and he'll lose a yard. It's Daryl King in the backfield. So third down and 3. It's Hicks on the read option once again, and this time he's able to get some yardage and has the first down. Second down and 6. Hicks with a quick throw to Vaughn. He bounced off a tackler and has 5 yards, so third down and very short upcoming. On third and 1, it's Hicks who's blown up in the backfield. It's Sidney Phillips, who has played very well so far this year in his first real playing time that he's gotten as a starter. Now Xavier Clark on the return cuts it back and has a return of around 16 yards, so a good return. Trips to the left as Tony Gaines will drop back, now roll out, and he'll fire downfield, and it's knocked away. A dangerous throw, and that's a 3-and-out for our offense. Our defense will have to come back in the field once again, as the throw outside, it's intercepted by David Downs, and he'll take it all the way. And we have our first lead on the day, and it's a big one. So first down and 10, throw goes to Bennett on a short route, and he's got 15 yards. So 1.5 minutes to go. Stanford's got to work quickly if they want to tie this game up or retake their lead. Charles has the reception. He goes for 13 yards inside of Washington State territory. A split back set on 1st down and 10. Firing down the sideline. It's caught. Downs was beaten coverage, and it's Leo Robinson who goes for 46 yards. And now a 14-10 ball game. Xavier Clark is back to return the kickoff. He'll take it from around the 3-yard line. He's got some room. He's past the 40 to the 50. One man to beat. He makes a move, and he's down to the 15-yard line. An 83-yard return, and we have great field position thanks to Xavier Clark. So from the shotgun, pitch goes to Burgess, and both options were really stopped on the option play. So we'll look, and it's actually a face mask, so we do get lucky. That should have been a loss, but undisciplined defense causes us to gain some yardage. On 1st down and goal, and another face mask is called, as Stanford really playing sloppy defense right now. We'll spread it out with 4 wide on 1st down and goal. Tony Gaines will roll out to his right, go to the end zone, and Robert Lundy has it. A huge play. It's a dangerous throw from Tony Gaines, but it works out, and it's now 17-14. Bennett on the carry. He is going to take this one. Less than 5 seconds left. He's to the 30 and down to the 29-yard line, and Stanford is in field goal range after that long run. So they will tie the game at 17 as we will head into halftime. Our offense hasn't done a whole lot in the first half. A look at the stats. Our offense really has not done very much. It's been our special teams and defense that have really given us this tight game so far. The long returns by Xavier Clark and the pick 6. A throw down the middle of the field. It's Richie Wiley on a 15-yard reception. He's really taken hold of that #1 wide receiver role so far this year. Now it's Kerry Webb across the middle. He's got 16 yards as we're off to a good start on this drive. 3rd down and 11. Blockers out in front for Stanford, and he'll take it all the way as he dives into the end zone. A 29-yard touchdown for the diminutive playmaker Marcus Stanford. Now it's Matt Bennett. He's got 7 yards as Stanford now is trailing by 7. Already only 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, and on 3rd down and 4, it's McClellan who is able to get 8 yards and move the chains. 1st down and 10. McClellan once again gets the carry. He's into the open field, has some room as he shows off some nice power and a run of 14 yards. Now a counter play for Bennett. He bounces it to the outside, brought down by Alex Dixon after a gain of 9. Now McClellan will move in motion as Hicks keeps it on the read option. He's shown to be a very effective runner so far today, and he has 10 yards. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, running the triple option, and it is stopped in the backfield by Brian Wiley. A huge play, and now 2nd down and 14. King can't bring him down, and Harris also fails along with another Cougar, and it results in a 1st down. Draw play this time for Bennett. He's brought down by Benson and Luke Harris after a gain of 9. Inside of the red zone, 2nd down and 1. McClellan stiff arms the defender. That was dirty. And inside of the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Hicks drops back, fires across the middle, and Jordan has it inside of the 5 to around the 1 or 2 yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. And a huge stop. A big play by Alex Gibson. And on 4th down and goal, first play of the 4th quarter. And somehow Bennett, he did not give up. He kept his legs moving and powers his way into the end zone. 1st down and 10, 6:50 left in the 4th quarter, and a lot of green ahead of him. It's Avery Burgess. He's gonna break it off, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone, and we answer back on our first offensive play of that drive and retake our lead. If our defense could come up with a stop in this drive, that would be huge, and there's a loss of 2 from Bennett. So 3rd down and 12. Hicks drops back down the middle of the field, and Patrick goes up and gets it. A great job of hanging on to the football. 3rd down and 3 for Bennett. He bounces out to the right side. He's still going inside the 35-yard line, down at the 34, and Stanford's drive will stay alive. Now it's McClellan who goes aerial and flips, and he gets 7 yards. A great job of hanging on to the football there. Now Hicks across the middle for Leo Robinson. He has become so sure-handed for this Stanford offense. A 3-wide set. It's Hicks on the read option once again, and he'll take it all the way. An 11-yard touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the day, and we're tied back up at 31. With 3 minutes left in the game and we're tied, all we need is a field goal, so a long drive here that takes up these last 3 minutes would be huge, especially when it ends in a field goal. Andrew Johnson on a slant route gets 11 yards, so we are going no huddle, not really running the clock, but still moving the ball down the field. Now it's Xavier Clark on a diving catch. If he hits him in stride, he might still be running, especially with his make-you-miss ability. Running the triple option pitch goes to Corey Washington, and nowhere to go. So initially we'd bring out our punting team, and now the field goal unit team is on, and McGill sneaks it in. A huge kick, and it's 34-31. We have a 3-point lead. Under 2 minutes left. Throw is nearly intercepted. Lawrence Johnson almost has a game-sealing interception, but it's now 3rd down and 10. Setting up a screen pass. McClellan is met and brought down to the 21-yard line. 4th down and 9. Hicks will drop back from the shotgun to the outside, and Robinson with an amazing catch. So sure-handed, like I've said all day. 1st down and 10. Throw goes to Patrick as Stanford is now nearing field goal range. 1 minute left. It's 1st down and 10. It's Eric Sykes on the sack. The former linebacker who's moved to safety and now back to linebacker comes away with a huge play, a loss of 8. Throw to the outside, and it's Downs. He has it, and he has some room to run, running some clock, and down at the 30-yard line. His second interception on the day, and we're able to run the rest of the clock out. A huge win. We are victorious. We beat number 10 Stanford on the road. Avery Burgess was very good today. 133 yards and a touchdown. Had the long touchdown that really gave us the momentum. Our passing game in terms of yardage doesn't do a whole ton. Really the issue there is none of our screen passes that I was running weren't really going for any yards after the catch. It was a lot of short, like we would throw the screen and then he would be tackled after a gain of 1 or 2 out of our bubbles, or any like the jailbreak screens that have been very effective worked at all. David Downs was a very key player along with Eric Sykes. He's probably one of the fastest players on our entire defense, and he plays at the outside linebacker spot. He wasn't a very highly regarded guy, only a 2 or 3 star recruit coming out of high school. He's thought about transferring a couple times but has stayed with us, and especially next year in his senior year, he will play a big role with the graduation of some of our linebackers, especially Brian Wiley. And like the Heisman standings, you can see Tony Gaines is still at number 4. Good to see him back in that Heisman rankings, but some huge news. Washington State is number 1 for the first time in school history in the coaches poll. And the media poll, we're still number 3, but we are pretty close to Miami and Ohio State. And in the media poll, we are receiving some first place votes, so if we can continue to win, that would be big. And also the BCS poll will come out after next week's game against Utah, so in week 8 is when the first polls do come out. But here's a look at the recruiting board. I know some people had requested it. David Gaddis, the number 2 overall quarterback, 6'7", a good arm and a great athlete. Tyrone Blair, one of my favorite players in this class. It looks to be a very good power back, only 5'9". I feel like his athleticism could get better as he's working with a college training staff. John Bonner, the number 1 tight end. He looks to be a good athlete, more of a receiving threat right now, but with his measurables could develop into a very good blocking tight end. Now Don Ginn is a little more of a blocking tight end. He's a junior college transfer. Charlie Young, 6'5", only 264 pounds, and at this point in his career, he's much more of an athlete than anything. He has nice speed, he's strong, and looks to develop into something nice. He'll definitely redshirt his first year and could be a key contributor by his senior year. Now Anthony Rivero, the number 7 overall guard, he was a gem prospect, looks to be very good. Matt Manning, maybe either my first or second favorite player in this recruiting class. He has a great arsenal of pass rushing moves. He's an athletic pass rusher and is the number 2 defensive end. Now the number 2 athlete, it's either Manning or Morris, who is my favorite along with Blair. He looks to be a very solid corner. He could play receiver, but I feel like with his size and speed, he definitely fits as a shutdown corner and can be very good. Derek Charles, another 5-star player. He's a 5-star athlete who I see as being a free safety, patrolling the field with his speed, and I feel like his tackle and hit power will develop as he gets more involved in college. Stephen Foster, the last guy we'll look at today, he was a recent commitment. He's definitely a developmental defensive tackle, unlike Matt Smith, but we have a big gain to some extent. It's a Pac-12 game. That's always important. It's against 3-3 Utah. Of course, we lost to them last year, and one of the worst losses that we've faced as a team in this series. It was just an absolute letdown, but I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on who impressed you the most in today's game. What do you think of the recruiting class and all of the players that I'm going to be bringing in? Hopefully, I could get them all. That would be a very good recruiting class. Only 13 seniors, though, so I have a ton of space to bring in players. But I will see you for our game in Utah, which will be coming up next in a few days. Like I said, I hope you enjoy, because I'm out.